So when it comes to Flame Dragon Warrior is a tank melee that is primarily focus is a physical farmer that pretty much try to utilize the dot mechanic to nuke your enemies to low health. Now, when it comes to this class utilizes the stacking mechanic of the second ability, which is the Dragon's Roar. The Dragon's Roar pretty much boosts your dot damage by 50% up to 150%. Now, the damage of this class is not that high, but if you have some extra boosts like some buffs, you actually can do some decent damage, but it's not that great compared to other premium classes. Now, with the Dragon's Roar, you can empower your other abilities as well. It will increase the damage of your third ability, the base instant damage, the fourth ability as well. Then the fifth ability will be your dot damage will be increased. Now, there is an exception for the fourth ability, which gives you a extra defense buff, which primarily focus on giving you a extra 60% damage resistance. Now, this class is primarily focused on farming, so soloing, when it comes to soloing, is not that great because this class has no healing, and sustain is actually not that great. I had to use Dauntless because this will make the class more viable to do other things in the game. Now, this class does a bad haste, which is pretty much needed if you want to do farming and pretty much try to play the game. Now, if you want to use this class, I highly suggest you using Vainglory and Dauntless. It will help with the sustain and the haste of this class and pretty much do more damage. Now, when it comes to team fights, I would suggest using this class for pretty much multi-target. So you can use it for Cthulhu or, yeah, not other way else. It's not that great. It doesn't do that much damage in the sense that you want to be viable in challenge or sensors. You can use it for like a additional damage, but there are other classes that are better for that. Now, when it comes to soloing, the class actually does somewhat decent with its natural defense. And when it comes to farming, yeah, farming is pretty much the beast. Although if you do not have a healing sustain, the class will eventually fail. Now, you can spam with your skills when it comes to farming because the Dragon's Roar is stacked up to 3. Well, due to the multi-target being 3 for all your abilities except for your fourth ability. Now, you can spam. There's no problem with mana whenever you're using Dauntless. If you're not using Dauntless, you will run into mana problems. Now, with soloing, you have to utilize the Dragon's Roar into extra defense. Then you have a natural 60% damage reduction, which is massive if you want to solo hard-hitting bosses. Again, this class doesn't have healing, which you will eventually fail if you're dealing with hard-hitting bosses. Now, you can use Scroll of Enrage to reduce the target's outgoing damage, although I did not use it in the showcase. I would say it is a viable option if you want to do soloing with this class. When it comes to PvP, this class is very tanky, so killing it is actually quite a challenge. And other than that, I wouldn't use this. And have a nice day. Cheers.